now. All right. Welcome to another episode of the Purely Talk Podcast. I am your host, Mr. DHE, and these are my guys.
Ken Stu
_ T Hills. Follow me for more life advice.
Follow the man for more life advice. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you're on the live stream, wherever you're at. Follow, like, share, comment. First and foremost, I want to give thanks to all of our new subscribers who have joined the Purely Talk Podcast crew family. Second thing, Ty, you got any advice for the people out there today?
Oh, you know I got advice, man. My life advice of today. Bring it into me. Bring it into me, right? For all my people out there who look and they want to stare, don't go there, come here, because I will bring you somewhere. Ooh. Like I said, this is my life advice of the day, man. I want to tell everybody, if your night start drinking and you end up naked, you had a good night. You had a good night. My life advice is make sure you strap your snake before you lose that motherfucker. Because I had a partner, bro. Look, I had a partner. He told me it was cool to share this. He went through a little scuffle after a relationship. You know what I mean? And the two things they warn you about happened to him back to back. I'm talking about one time, chick tried to give him a hot sausage. You know what I mean? And then right after, right after he started messing with her, the next chick tried to put a baby on him. You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is, if you're going to go out there, you're going to have fun. If you're going to drink and you're going to end up naked, just make sure you pull some rub off. You know what I mean? For both parties. Because like I said, you don't want to be out there messed up in any kind of way. This is my advice to the women, my advice to the men. This ain't no in between. It's for both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Make sure both of y'all strapped. Because we don't want no broken engines out here.
All right.
Now, this has been my life advice of the day. This is _ T Hill. I stress this to y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all, be safe, bro. Be safe, bro. I'm telling y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, bro, he told me that, bro. That hurt my heart. That hurt my heart, son.
You know what hurt my heart? That long ass.
Yeah. No. It killed me. That one killed me.
You should have left it with the poem when you said somewhere.
That would have been enough.
That was
because
good. That was good advice.
By the time you went into the advice, I still don't know what the advice is.
Strap your snake.
Okay. Why you got to say all that extra stuff? Why are you going in circles?
I'm saying when you eat a hot dog, when you eat a hot dog, do you just put? I'm saying, do you just eat a hot dog with just a bun in the hot dog, or do you dress it up?
Personally, if we're talking about actual hot dogs, not
see where your mind at?
See where your mind at? I put ketchup, mayo, mustard, relish, maybe some cheese.
You dress it up, right?
Yes, sir.
But boom, this has been your life advice of the day.
He think he got one.
I got out that conversation.
He think he got one, but he don't got one. How was y'all week, man? How was y'all week,
You got to bow out early.
Man, my week been good so far. I've been good.
How was your week, Ty?
It was smooth, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it's smooth. Everything is everything. That's what I like about this shit right now. I mean, everything's everything.
My week was also pretty good. Busy, stay working, stay grinding, stay creating. I did a lot of music. Oh, I got a new song that dropped today. If you haven't checked it out, or it dropped this week, DHE, Fraud. Name of the song is Fraud. Name of the artist is DHE as myself. It dropped this week, and I think it's getting a pretty good response. The song is very special to me. I made him listen to it, and his first response was not very positive.
Was that the gospel song?
That's what it's not a gospel song, bro. It's just a life song. And if you struggle with dealing with managing your life as far as like following a dream and working and all, if you manage all of that, you really can relate to that. But whenever you just doing one thing, it's not that you can't relate to it.
I hear you. Look, I relate to Marvin Sapp. Never would have made it. He might have been doing multiple things. I did one thing, but I relate.
The name of the song is Fraud, man, because I feel like a fraud a lot as a creator. Did you get a chance to listen to it?
I heard the snippet.
I heard it right here.
Terrible co-host. They're quiet and now they don't want.
What you mean? Bro, I actually listen to your music.
I appreciate you. I'm being a hater.
I listened to it too. Fraud. It wasn't for me.
It wasn't for you.
There was another song that Ken didn't feel. What was that song, Ken?
It's a lot of songs he don't feel, but that's why whenever he does feel my songs, pause, I appreciate it because now I know it's coming from a genuine place because he'll tell me I ain't rocking with that one or I'm rocking with that one. Oftentimes the ones he ain't rocking with are the ones that actually do pretty good.
So you rather him say, so when he tells me my life advice is trash, I should just be like, man.
Nah, Ty, listen to him more.
I never said
You a
your
hater.
life
You a hater.
advice.
You mad because I got on his side earlier.
I ain't never said your life advice was trash.
You just gave me C's.
This one was an F.
Yeah, no, this one was bad, Ty.
Okay.
This one was bad.
You know
This
what?
one
I'm
was
gonna take.
bad.
I'm gonna
It
take
looked like it was a rush advice. It didn't take time.
I'm sorry, because you know what? That was the one thing that stuck with me, bro. When he told me that, bro, you got to understand, like, bro, when the two things they tell you can happen to you like that and it hit you like that, don't you think that, like, you got to tell the world, hey, bro, strap up. Because, hey, the guns that these diseases playing with, you can't come back from.
What's the hot sausage? I want to ask you. Did you say he got hot sausage?
I guess he was trying to put like a venereal disease on him. You know when it gets hot, right?
No, like
I'm assuming.
No, the chick caught
venereal
disease,
disease.
something like that, right? And I guess he said he had smashed around the time or something like that, and she had called and told him that she had called it or whatever. So he went and got tested, and he sent her the result. He said, "No, I'm straight on everything."
Yeah.
And he was like, "All right." So that's when he blocked her. So then, you know what I'm saying, he started messing with another Joan. You know what I'm saying? And this Joan had to get, you know what I'm saying, this Joan, he was smashing on the boom, and this Joan had tried to put a baby on him. You know what I'm saying?
It happens.
And then he was like, you know, he was like, you know, man, I guess he was trying to see what was gonna happen with it, but he was, I don't know, he ended up putting two. You know how it is, your mind scrambles at first, and then you end up coming to your logic. You put 2 and 2 together, and you make 4. That's, you know what I'm saying. It made sense of everything when he put it together. He was like, "Nah, girl, that's not my damn baby." You know what I'm saying? And she understood that. She knew that.
Hey man, that's what happens when you're out here just putting your pea whacker in any little thing now.
Hey, they were white too, so that should count for something.
He was white or she was white, or they
They
both
were
were
white.
white.
Did that count for something? I'm not saying white
maybe.
people dirty. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, all I'm saying is, I never said that. I said I'm not saying white people dirty. I'm just saying the two chicks that happened to, they were white, right? So no. I said you said that. I said they were white. What I'm saying is, people they try to portray that on black women, you know what I'm saying, to say that they'll put babies on you, or they'll this and that on you, right? And it's like, man, that can happen to you anywhere, bro. Just wrap your sausage up. You love who you love. That was great life advice. See, that's the problem.
No, you know what it is?
Y'all haven't placed y'all sausage. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is?
What?
The life advice itself is good. The method in which you deliver the life advice is terrible. The
Okay.
way you do it. There is a lot of, you know what I'm saying, when we don't know what you're saying.
Okay, so
There is a lot of
the
that.
ad words.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then you jump in to a different subject on the same subject, but you jump and say something. And you know what I'm saying? No, man, finish your thought.
You know what
I
it
do
be?
that a lot too, though.
Yeah, you know what it be?
I do that a lot
You
too.
finish it in your head, and you think that you said it out loud.
Yes.
And it's like, nah, I didn't say this out loud.
Because whenever I'm editing the podcast and I'm listening to myself, I'm like, bro, you didn't finish what you said. You jumped to a different thing. But in my mind, I'm like, they know what I mean. But no, we do not know what
They
you
don't
mean.
know what you mean, right?
But you say a lot of, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And the Burger King was awesome. You know what I'm saying? But whenever I left, you know what I'm saying? It had to go. You know what I'm
You
saying?
heard me?
But the
Yeah.
burger was bopping. You know what I'm saying? And you know, but
Hey,
I'm
it'd
like,
be like,
bro.
you speaking cold the whole time. You never had a conversation with somebody you just spoken cold the whole time. Yeah.
And they know what you're saying.
Yeah, like, hey, man, what you doing, man?
I-
Nothing, chilling on the ice. You there? Man, that was up, son. Man, fuck. Holla at me. What you on that, man?
Yeah,
Ain't
man,
nothing
throwing
like
them,
that
don't
shit.
throw them curse words on the live
I mean,
ball like that,
You know
bro.
what I mean?
Gee.
You chill, you talking in cold. Like,
I
you
can
know
only
what I
talk in code with him because he understands me.
mean? Ooh, give me, how that go?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, from what you're describing, I can do that with him, and he'll automatically relate to what I'm saying because he knows what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
that
You
was a
heard
good
me?
one. That was a good one.
Hey, man, they had this thing on the Discovery Channel or ID where they do like what is that called? Not documentaries, real life,
Like crime cases?
Oh,
or something?
biography?
but not biographies, but like it's a
Docu-series?
documentary, a docuseries maybe. I don't know if that's what it is, but it was about the Nickelodeon.
Oh, yeah, I didn't watch it, but I
Quiet. It's
saw it.
called Quiet on Set.
Yeah.
It's about the main protagonist is Dan Schneider, the creator of a lot of those shows,
Yeah.
all of that, the Amanda Show,
The Zoe
Keenan and Kel,
101.
Zoe 101,
Right.
all of the
Drake and
Nickelodeon shows,
Josh.
Drake and
Those
Josh,
shows we love.
shows we
Yeah.
grew up loving. Man, from the sound of it, these kids was having a terrible time.
Yeah. Especially Drake.
No, yeah, because he got molested.
Yeah, that was wild.
Drake got molested. The dude
Not
that molested.
Drake.
The Drake from Drake and Josh, the
don't
white
know if
Drake.
you saw
Drake
that.
Drake
Drake Bell?
Drake Bell.
Yeah, that's his name.
He was touching that little man.
Not Dan Schneider, but somebody that worked. They called him. His name was Josh Peck, or Brian. I'm sorry, Brian Peck, and he was the dialogue coach.
I'm about to say, but
So he taught the kids how to. I mean, dialogue, how to speak, how to pronounce it, how to. I guess I don't know. They would go to his house, to the dialogue coach house, to train and learn. What's up?
But isn't his co-star? Remember his co-star?
I thought that, but they're not related. No relation.
No relation.
No relation. No
Okay,
relation. No
just
relation.
making
Drake
sure.
and no,
Yeah,
they're
because
not related.
Josh's last name is Peck as well.
Right.
Yeah, but they're not related.
Not Drake and Josh. Josh and Brian Peck, the molester.
Oh,
He's
okay.
saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
they're
like,
not
wait a
related.
minute. This seems
I
like
thought so too.
Right.
I was like, that's crazy. But nah, I don't think they're related. Now, you look at Amanda. Y'all know Amanda Bynes, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the girl, the girl from.
The
Amanda show.
She was in all that.
All of that. She had that show like think she's a dude, she's a man, where
Yeah,
she pretends to be a boy
Oh, the
and play
girl with the
soccer.
blonde hair. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see how she turned out. I don't know if y'all seen her lately.
No.
What's she leaked?
Have you seen her
No.
lately?
Uh-uh.
Like she looks like
Oh yeah, she got blonde hair.
she got
like,
blonde hair. She cut her hair. She got tattoos on her face.
Yeah, I
like
seen
she
that.
and everybody's like, man, she's going crazy. But once you see this documentary, you can see why these kids turn out to be in the mind state that they turn out to be in. Because for the most part, there is a stigma that little kids that become stars end up going kind of psycho by the time they get to our age. Britney Spears, she was a child star, and then she cut her head. I was like, oh, she going crazy. And Amanda Bynes, there's a bunch of them.
But there's a bunch of them that did do their thing too.
And that's what I'm thinking. But I think that goes to like the same thing in Hollywood, where some people accept, not to say that the kids that turned out fine got molested or didn't get molested. We don't know. But in Hollywood, to Cat Williams' point a while back, where he said that some people accept to get penis downed for that role to move on in their career, and they're okay with it, and they end up being successful. Some other people, I guess, accept it as well, but turn out
different. Because
So maybe in this scenario with these kids, maybe these kids somehow find a way to bury it
I just think,
and still become successful.
Or maybe like when they went through that process, they probably wasn't that kid that was touched through, you know what I'm saying, during that time. And that kid
Maybe.
was that time.
Yeah,
you know
could
what
be.
I'm saying? What you saying, kid?
I just think with these kids, man, like in that era, child star was the thing. That was that man. Let me put my and most of these parents were sending these children because of a check.
Right. They had to put a law in place for it.
So they do that.
Right.
So I think with these kids, there is no way, because I saw with Drake, they said Drake Bell had told his mother or his father that he was being harassed. And they ignored it.
No.
It was one of them.
What you talking about? The documentary that came out?
Yeah.
No, he didn't tell nobody. He kept it to himself.
They had somebody told. No, I think it was him. He told his dad or something.
No,
Then he said his dad was like, his dad told him something like, I don't know in the word, but he told him something like, he basically didn't believe him.
Not from what I saw. From what I saw is he didn't tell nobody because he didn't feel comfortable. The first time it happened, he said he was sleeping on the dude's couch because it became such a routine for him to go to Brian because Brian made it so comfortable for the kids to come. Because you got to come train. So once he came to the house one day, he was sleeping. He woke up and Brian was touching him or kissing him or something to that extent.
It's just
now he kept it a secret because Brian was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." So now it became a habit to now every time it went there, it got worse and worse and worse and worse from what Drake said.
I'd be like I understand we want success.
I don't think,
but why do we go? Like, it's one thing is to give in to these things. Like, you being molested, I prefer you tell.
Of course, but you can't tell someone that's been molested how to react. Like, because their thing is maybe shame.
No. Well, this is what I would say with my child. They touch you here, 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 here.
You let me know.
Immediately.
Yeah.
I don't care if you was a child star. I don't care if you let me know and it's over. Because some of these kids, I'm telling you, some of these kids got molested most likely because their parents
allowed it. Or not allowed it,
Like-
but like once they found out, they was like, don't worry about it. We're gonna get me
because the check coming in.
because the check coming in.
Yeah, from what I'm reading from the dailycaller.com, his dad was already like kind of like, hey, he's too close to my son. You know what I mean?
That's what it was.
He was
the
making the
dad
play- yeah.
was trying to separate them,
And they were
then
trying to tell his dad that,
yeah,
hey, you know, you got to understand. Like from what I'm reading, he's a touchy. Their words, a touchy feely guy.
Yeah.
that's what I guess what they accused Drake's dad of being homophobic.
yeah. That and
Wow.
that once that happened, they tried to separate his dad from him.
Right.
And that's what they do almost from what I saw in this document series is where whenever the parent is overprotective or too protective, they get in the kid's mind and say, hey man, well, you're not getting this role because your dad doing too much. You need to tell your dad to chill out. And then the kid is like, since these kids want to be stars,
Right.
they're like, Dad, you're doing too much. Like, it's okay, like, let it go, whatever. And then that's when the wedge becomes, because at one point, Amanda Bynes also wanted to file for, what's that thing when you want to become independent from your parents?
Emancipation.
Emancipation.
Wow.
Is that the word? Emancipation?
I don't know, but y'all
Eman-
threw that out like it
No,
was.
yeah, he did, and I just
And you went with it.
Yeah, I just regurgitated it. I don't think it's emancipation is whenever the slaves got emancipated, ain't it?
Bro, but it
Because
means
I'm
the
from
word
Will Smith.
emancipation still means something.
I'm thinking from the movie Will Smith. But anyway, when that man just said it, and that's what I'm saying. He be saying stuff but my bad because I just said it back too,
Right.
like it was an actual word.
It's freeing someone up from control. He's right though.
Okay, no, but
right.
from your parents. I don't know if it's, but yeah. Anyway,
Freeing someone of control.
and she wanted freedom anyway. And then they say that the creator Dan Schneider was very bossy on set. He was very disrespectful. The few women that worked in his writer's room, they were forced to share a check, which was illegal in that time, or I think it still is. And he would force them to make sexual jokes and do sexual things.
I'm sorry.
He always does this. It's
But Ken-
unbelievable.
He didn't believe you knew that word.
No, because
He think you dumb, bro.
that's really why you stopped this.
He
That's
didn't.
crazy.
He didn't believe you knew that word, Ken.
Crazy.
He was like emancipated. Wasn't that something? Ken, he didn't believe in you, Ken.
That's not
It
true.
happens a lot.
That's
That
not
happens
true.
a lot, Ken.
A lot of people don't.
No,
That's not true. That's not true.
So, bro, why you didn't believe my boy because he was right?
No, I said, is that a word? And no, I said, is that the word? Because I don't think I heard that word.
Is that D word?
Is that the word?
The or D?
Yeah, the.
Oh, all right. You were saying D. He didn't believe you, dog. Man, how you gonna play with my boy like that? Oh, he didn't want to talk, not Ken.
No, because I'm looking up the word I'm looking for. I don't think it's emancipation.
Emancipation is freeing someone.
Yeah, but it's
Of
anyway.
control.
Anyway.
I'm sorry, y'all.
No,
No, but going back to the point, like I feel like, damn, I like to see that because I watched Drake and Josh growing up. You feel what I'm saying?
Drake and all of them. I was more of a Disney Channel fan, but some of the Nickelodeon
Yeah.
shows that I watched, I did.
I got to Nickelodeon because of him.
How I got you on? Zoe 101?
Because
But that was later on.
no, you used to watch the Fairy Godparents.
Me?
Yeah,
I don't remember liking that show.
and I started watching it, and then I figured out they had the Zoe 101. They had
Yeah.
the Little Romeo. Remember Little
Lil
Romeo? had a
Romeo,
show?
Kiki Palmer had a show on there too.
Kiki
But
Palmer.
then you find that strange on Zoe 101. They got these kids at this school and they all go and they no parents, no nothing. Bro, I know when I at that age, I was already saying I'd have been smashing everything I saw.
When I was that age, I wasn't thinking smashing, but I was thinking I want to be. I think that's pretty cool. But you grow up, it's almost like because then Dan Schneider came back and was like, "Man, I'm apologetic about what I put." Oh shucks, I got somebody coming to check the thing.
But yeah, but I was saying,
Yeah,
go ahead, Ken.
That's when I got into it. I wasn't never a Nickelodeon fan, but I do believe stuff was going on, man, because it's like you sending these kids that are under 18. You might live in Indiana. You gotta send these kids wherever Nickelodeon's at, LA or wherever they at.
Right.
So you're not gonna be with your child 24/7.
True.
So you leaving these kids with other grown people that you don't even know who they are.
Right. That you have to trust.
And then what's crazy, they don't have kids.
Because you still got to work when you think about it.
So you can't be there. So all you hearing is your child telling you, how's it going over there? Everything good? But you might have a grown person in the back telling them, hey, don't say nothing
Right.
if you want it. That's why I told my wife I couldn't send my child nowhere if I'm not. I couldn't. I just can't. Because what you gonna do? What you gonna do if you 1,000 miles away? And
right, I got to go with her. Like so it'll have to be a sacrifice. So what you're saying is you would have to, I guess, set your job to the side so your kid can achieve their dream. Is what you're saying, right?
But I
Or
told my wife I'll have to bite that bullet.
One of us do.
I can't leave the job. So I told her I'd rather her hate me for a little while, but we gonna still try to get you where you gotta get you, but we just gonna find a different path.
Right.
Because I refuse to send my child up in Hollywood and Hollywood consumer, or go do something that because you got to she's being raised by this industry and all this going on.
Right. Being fake, being different. Like, you know what I'm
They
saying?
wonder why these kids end up strung out when they old.
Right.
Because all they did was work. And they working because most likely the parents is not up the their means is not up there,
Right.
so they getting paid more money.
Or the parents end up living off those means. You know what I'm saying? And now you have adjusted. So now when the kid is older and they're able to move, I was like, why we ran through 10 million? You know what I'm saying? Why I only got 500,000 left?
Come
you know
on,
what I
man.
mean? It's like whoa.
Like your boy that played on Different Strokes, remember?
Oh yeah,
Lil Shorty.
yeah. You talking about Gary Coleman, man.
Gary
Rest in
Coleman.
peace. Yeah. His parents robbed him.
Robbed the whole thing. And Different
Robbed
Strokes
him.
was the stuff.
It wasn't just his parents neither. It was the studio was robbing him too. They was robbing him, bro.
That man finished his career. They don't have nothing for him.
Nothing. And then his remember the end of his career. Remember when we coming up, we saw that it was his roles were mainly jokes about him falling off.
That's wild, man.
That's what they paid him for. They paid him jokes. It's that Gary Coleman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they paid this man jokes just to talk about how he fell off. And it's like, damn, like, and you looked at you like, damn, man, that was his life. You know
That's
what I mean?
wild, bro.
And then the Fed, see that he was dealing with, he had to do dialysis and all that
Come
stuff
on,
like that
man.
too. I didn't know
Come
that about
on,
Gary
man.
Coleman. But this,
Come on, man.
but I guess we can kind of keep it on, I guess, this child star aspect, because those guys, because like you look at it from the overall perspective, just from these two guys, that guy, he was they go do a Joe, what something Peck, whatever he was.
Brian.
He was convicted. You know what I'm saying? The guy from the movies. Who used to what the dude, man, white dude, man, from the movies. Who used to have the people. I forgot his name.
I don't know.
Yeah, but him from the movies though. You know what I'm saying? He used to have basically, like, you know what I'm saying, people come and do sexual favors. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, boom, like he's convicted. He out the way. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, like Epstein, before he went, you know what I'm saying? Before he hung himself, quote unquote, like he, you know what I'm saying? He was out the way. So, like, man, these people everywhere, bro. You don't know who to trust your kids with. You don't know.
Man.
And these people with money.
Come on, man.
These people who's investing their money into making these
man.
movies and to paying these children,
Come
and
on,
to paying
man.
these directors, paying these producers, paying, you know what I mean?
Come on, man.
And you telling me you leaving these children to the wolves? And back
Come on,
then,
man.
back
Come on,
then,
man. And then you could, back then you can't fight it because back then they too powerful.
Yeah.
This thing just starting to happen to now. So back then if Drake Bell come out and say, hey, this dude Peck been touching me, man, they gonna laugh at him.
laugh at him, put
He
him out
too
of Hollywood.
powerful.
Put him out of Hollywood.
That's it. But you sending these kids, man, look here,
This man was abused, son. Like, you gotta think about that. So that man, like, is he homosexual now?
No, he like women, but he ended up having a case years on, sending naked pictures to a minor.
Because that was done to him. But okay. So why we don't? I'm saying, so he had that case. Well, I'm looking at it like this, because to me it's like, do we have that same grace on R. Kelly? It was done to him, and he repeated a trauma that was done to him.
The problem with R. Kelly is that R. Kelly was like, R. Kelly already had tapes.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with these dudes, they thing just came out right now.
Right.
What messed R. Kelly was that tape he had with that girl, that sex tape.
Yeah.
So you already had compilations of you showing that you a sexual kind of predator.
Right. Right.
These guys, we just find out about this now.
Right. It was a one-off incident, right? Okay, one-off compared to a multiple.
You
Then
already-
you right. Kelly was, he beat the first one, still was doing dumb.
And he
right.
still was doing his thing.
Right. So they hit him with the long haul.
But
You right there. I
you
got
know, Hollywood and stuff, they got sexual predators. That's what they are. These are powerful men in different industries. These are sexual predators. People, when somebody asked me why they don't molest older people, because they don't want that.
Right.
Why would they molest? They want the young,
The young, right?
the ones that they mind can mold.
Right. Yes. Yes. And it's not. And the crazy part is like we're not talking. Oh, yeah, Weinstein, Harvey Weinstein. You know what I'm saying? But we're not talking about. We're not talking about all people in Hollywood are bad. We're just speaking about because just those one bad apples makes the whole bunch look rotten. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how people perceive things. How people put things out. So it's like, we're not. I'm saying we need to extract those bad apples, and it was. What's crazy? It's like the R. Kelly situation and the Harvey Weinstein situation and the Drake Bell situation when people just turn the other head so they can keep their job. They just to keep
That's
a check.
crazy, bro.
You know what I mean? I pray to God I'm never in that situation to where I have to choose between making a whole lot of money or my child's innocence or
That's crazy,
joy
man.
or you know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
Like that's I pray to God
That's crazy.
you know what I mean? I'm always there to protect my child. Which you can't always physically
can't
be there.
always be there.
But
you could try with some instances. If something that you could control,
right.
shit, you gotta do what you gotta do. I
Hey.
told my wife, I'll bite the bullet. I don't mind. She tell me, Daddy, you messed up. That's fine. But
Hey.
I know
Hey, let's switch it up a little bit.
what you got.
Are there some nicknames that you outgrow? That ever go out of style? Like for example, I had a homeboy, right? Growing up, and like I said, I don't talk to him no more, so I don't know if he still calls himself this, but his nickname was Booty. You know what I'm saying? His mama called him Booty, his daddy called him Booty, his grandma called him Booty, his sister called him Booty. You know what I'm saying? Do you think Booty have aged? That name has aged?
Well, I'll
Well.
tell you this. In his crew and his family, no. But if you go into another city or another place and you calling another grown man booty, I wouldn't do that because it outgrew. But if your whole family know you as booty, your friends know you as booty, it's cool.
Right.
But you go, come on, man.
So I can't. So if he came to you and be like, man, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Yeah, man. Yeah, my name John. Well, that's not his real name. I'm not gonna release the man's real name. Hey, my name John, but my friends call me Booty.
Nah, I
what you
wouldn't
gonna
do
say?
that.
I'm gonna call you John.
Yes, right. I'm not calling no other grown man the same way Meek Mill should never let another man call him daddy.
Yeah.
I'm not about to call you no Booty, man. What is your name?
Booty.
I don't call people by nicknames anywhere.
Okay.
Because I feel like nicknames, you can't put that on no paper.
You can't.
What you coming to, hey man, they call me Slime. But what's your name? That's what I do on my job.
Right.
What's your name? Oh, my name Xavier. My name A. Because guess what? When you mess up and the foreman come ask me, hey, Slime did it.
Who's Slime?
Slime. Man, give me your name. You keep that. The problem with some people was majority black.
Mm-hmm.
Black take their nickname more serious than their government name.
Yeah.
That is law.
Yeah.
Especially if you got your name on the street for doing something. Man, you take that game, you call them by the government, and they be like, hey man, don't call me by my government name. Some people take their nickname serious.
Yeah.
They love them nicknames.
So I was saying, what's a nickname that you probably had growing up that you say
I ain't had no nicknames.
No, I'm talking about like, have you heard or been around? You ain't never heard or been around somebody with some nicknames you outgrew?
No. They used to call Brian Dongoyo.
What that mean?
I don't know. That was just his nickname.
Dongoyo?
Yeah. He outgrew it. I know they used to call him that. My cousin, they used to call him Lincito.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's just, I guess because his name Lindsay, and they just put an ITO at the end.
But isn't like Cito like a meaning or something like that? I'm asking because I
No, Lincito was just, I don't know what Cito mean. I couldn't tell you.
Damn.
But they had
What
it.
they call that nigga? Dorito?
Dongoyo.
Dongoyo?
Isn't Goya like a Hispanic?
Goya,
Like
Goya.
Goya. Oh,
Goya
Don
is a
Goyo.
seasoning. Goya is a seasoning.
I wonder what Don Goyo mean. That's wild.
I couldn't tell you, bro.
That's wild,
I don't know.
bruh. So they ain't give you no nickname.
I ain't had no nickname.
They ain't call you Ken. They ain't call you K Baby.
Nah, they call me on my job. They call me Stu.
Yeah.
That's Stewart. They don't call me Kenneth. That's what I got. But I ain't never had no like nickname.
That's how I grew up. Like you, like that's how you really remember everybody, like by their nickname. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's M. Oh, that's you know what I'm saying. That's Rat. Oh, that's that's Q. Or that's that's Silent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like it just has something to do with either their name or their personality. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's how you should get nicknames.
Yeah.
By your personality, by where you are. Then you just as you go, then you be like, oh, that's I got you. This could be your nickname.
And then you think about it, you can have like several nicknames from like many different people.
Nah, but that one with Booty though, I ain't gonna lie. How you get the nickname Booty?
I don't know. But I remember living in, I'm gonna say this, I remember living in Lancelot, right? The Lancelot Apartments when I was younger. And like I said, we young, we hanging with the guy, you know what I'm saying, this and that. And then like, he was like, well, we met him. He was like, well, what's your name? Oh, no, matter of fact, he was like, his name was something. Boom, I ain't gonna say his name. And then he's like, and then I would say, man, you want to come back for Rice Krispies? Because Mama called, they made snacks and some stuff like that. So we went over there, man. It was like, Booty, you want to? I'm like, who's Booty? I'm looking like, I'm eating a little Rice Krispie treat. His mom was like, Booty, you want something with your little friend? Y'all want some? You know what I'm saying? He was like, they was calling, and I realized.
You ever got touched?
They was calling him Booty. Who, me?
No,
I've never got touched.
No, not you, man.
Thank
him.
God. I don't know.
Well, you know they call you Booty. You always say personality.
Or just something with your name.
Something happened to you.
I didn't say something. I said with your name. You trying to switch the goalpost. I said something happened with your name. I didn't say nothing happened to you. Why something got to happen to you?
Meant to call you Booty, dog.
They call you Booty? I'm pretty sure he outgrown it. But see, this is my thing, though. I think Booty is a name that he could have carried.
Where you going to carry it? To the grave?
Yeah, you could have carried.
That's the only place you going to carry it?
Like, it's like I feel like a name like if somebody called you, like what Birdman, like they used to, like he in the movies, he used to call him Beatrice. That's not a name. That's not a nickname a nickname that can.
But there's a movie though. They call Birdman Baby.
Yeah.
We the only people that could call another man baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because usually baby is meant for your girl or a girl. But we call another man baby. Mm-hmm. But we don't hurt it so much, it got neutralized. So we like, all right, you know you could do that.
Yeah.
Then what's happening, baby? You cool? Bam.
What's something that we're neutralizing too much? Like for example, like I feel like men getting their nails polished. That's
become neutral now.
That's zesty.
How? Man, that shit, man, hey, bro. Let me
I'm
tell
not
you
saying
something.
I'm not saying what it is when you get it's a pedicure when you get a manicure when you get your hands done.
Yeah, and your pedicure.
I'm not saying that's zesty.
What you
That's
saying?
cleanliness. That's different.
What you saying?
I'm saying if you go to a nail shop and they clean your nails and they put nail polish on your nails.
Well, that's different.
That's zesty. Now I made the mistake of one time getting a clear coating on my hands.
Yeah. That ain't bad though.
It ain't. But I tried to bite that off. I'm like, man, you know, I felt like I needed my hands to look manly.
Man, that coat protect your nails. That clear coat. Now, when you start putting colors and little smiley faces and shit,
Yeah.
because a lot of dudes do it. That look like that's in style now. You paint your nails and stuff. Them boys doing it now. I ain't doing it because remember, the only people used to do it back in the day was rock stars.
Right.
Rock stars was the only one that would paint their nails, all kind of
crazy ways.
All kind of crazy ways. But
Right.
now everybody else doing it now.
But they was also biting bats' heads off and stuff like that.
Well, you know.
But still, like what's one thing that you feel like was like shouldn't be neutral besides the
Shouldn't be neutral.
getting your, you know what I'm saying, painting your fingernails and your toenails?
Forgive me. I don't think they trying to neutralize it. Mm-hmm. But I read just what happened. I read something yesterday in Washington State about to legalize LGBTQ in schools to talk about it. Like it's gonna be a class
Yeah.
about it. That's one I do not want them to neutralize. But they trying because remember they don't start putting it in movies. They're putting it in cartoons. So they're making you see, okay, man with man, woman with woman, man. So they're trying to make you numb to it. Now they're bringing it to the classroom.
I think that's excessive.
That's really, that to me it is.
Because I feel like that's a personal journey that you should find for yourself. It's not an educational thing. I understand that.
But they trying to, that's one thing with them.
But sex education is a thing, but it's like, I feel like, but trying to help them determining their own sex should be their thing on their own personal time.
I agree.
But like educating them about, this is a penis, this is a vagina, this is how this works, this is what babies come up. I'm saying like that's sex education. Like you don't have to be gay or straight to.
That's normal.
Yeah, that's just some normal. That's just education about what how to reproduce. What I'm saying?
What you fellas talking about?
We're talking about things that shouldn't be neutralized that were neutralized, and I said that painting your nails should not be should not be neutralized. You know what I'm saying? Like let's just leave that for the women. Ken's saying that teaching the kids about being, and correct me if I'm wrong, brother, but teaching the kids in schools about what they should prefer in their own bedroom is something is something that we shouldn't.
Is that what they're doing though?
They're about to pass a law in Washington State about teaching about the LGBTQ in classrooms. Now I don't know if it's high school or elementary, middle school, I don't know where, but they're going to legalize it to teach about it in classrooms. And they're already neutralizing it. They're already putting it in our face.
Normalizing it.
They normalize it, so we already got to accept the cartoons, everything.
Right.
So every time you go see a movie with your kid, you got to watch it first before. Now you telling me they're going to try to put it in the classrooms. Now you could tell you're gonna tell a 4-year-old these two girls we going too far,
right? Because that you might interest.
But that I agree with y'all. I agree with y'all. But that also is the same with regular sex scenes. That's still too far, correct?
And for kids, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. As long as it's both ways.
If you're an adult, like I said, over 18, I don't care if you have a gay sex scene, a straight sex scene. Like I said, you're an adult, you move how you move accordingly.
Right.
What Ken's directing his attention is that we don't have to go and teach our kids about something that they're going to end up doing on their own time anyway. You know what I mean? I can say I hate to say that sounds so irresponsible when I said that. It's something that they should go learn personally. You know what I'm saying? It should be something like you said, I shouldn't if a person's gay, I shouldn't care that you're gay. You know what I mean? Or the reason you're here, are you the best at what you do? You feel what I'm saying? Are you the best at the reason that you're here? You know what I mean? I shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like I think that's how
I don't want you to force my child to be.
I definitely agree with that.
Like,
you shouldn't force.
Let that person learn. Let her, because like
and let them come and ask me, the parent. Right. I feel like no one should have the authority over my kid in what they learn as far as like something as important as sexuality.
Right.
Like the teacher at school should not be the one teaching sexuality because you might be biased. You might be more for one party or the next. So now you're going to force this down my kid's throat, whether you're for gender equality or inequality. Whatever your side you is, you about to force that opinion down my kids. Now my kids is going to think that whatever side you're pushing is right. Yeah. Me as a parent, and we're hoping that parents that love their kids, obviously, are going to teach their kids lovingly. Hey, man, if this is what you feel, well, this is what it is. But give it some time. You just don't jump into it. Figure out what and who you are.
Yeah, my thing is like you'll teach this, but where's the finance? Where's the credit the credit courses? Where's the management courses, the saving courses? You know what I'm saying? A class that really sit these children down into this and like not just teach them about these terms and terminology and stuff like that, but put them in that position to be like, okay, hypothetically, you have this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Throughout this course, you have to make this money grow. How are you going to do this? And like, you know what I'm saying? Really put them throughout certain tests and make their brain work.
Educate them on what's important.
Bro, because I'm saying education is great, but experience is amazing also. So you put them together, you have the perfect peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm. Come on, man.
That's a fact. Hey,
hold on. Can I ask one more thing?
Yeah.
All right. What y'all feel about they letting transgender boys or men playing women's sports.
I don't think that's fair.
That's not fair.
I don't think that's fair
That should
or
never
right.
be allowed.
That should not be allowed. That's
Because
not fair.
then, now you pick and choose when you want to be a man.
I
And you pick and
literally-
choose when you're going to be a woman.
Yeah, and I saw something about Planet Fitness having like being okay with with men going into women's bathroom.
No.
because he identified because there was a video trending. This dude got caught in the women's bathroom. I think he was either shaving or changing his clothes or something, but he was in the women's bathroom and there was a kid in there, and the lady walked in and she fussed at him like, "Why are you in here?" And I think he was like, I identify as a woman. And the lady video went viral, and Planet Fitness ended up canceling her
What?
her membership, and was like, "We stand with the guy because you're free to, if you identify as this or this, you have that right to go into." I'm like, that's
So I can
crazy.
identify as a guy and go into a woman, like go into a woman's bathroom, and you know what I'm saying, and just sit there and wait for him to go in and out.
That's crazy.
And all right, and they'll be like, "Well, no, it's okay as long as you're not peeking within the stalls." That's probably what they'll say. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is, bro, if the woman's not comfortable, bro, this is my thing. I have no problem with any of that. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, you cannot. And when it comes back to going to these sports and stuff like that, bro, I understand some of these men take hormones, and just because you feel like that, my boy, when you get mad and you want to fight, you gonna hit that woman like a man, my
strength of a
man.
man.
You
Yep.
like, that's how I look at it. So you can't do women's boxing, even though like it might be a little entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not gonna be entertaining.
But
That's domestic
I watch
That's
Clarissa
definitely
Shields box a
domestic
transgender dude.
you saw who?
I watch Clarissa Shields box a trans. She's skilled. I think she's talented enough to probably pull it off. But you know what I'm saying? Then when it comes to basketball and all this stuff like that, like I feel like, man, make their own league. Because if you got a whole bunch of transgender people, 6'8", and they dunking, that might be hotter than the WNBA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that takes away the for what I've heard, women like genetically not created, but born women that have the parts and stuff. They say it's not fair to them because obviously you can dunk. You have something that I don't have.
Right.
So now you're saying that it's going to be more entertaining, but that takes away from my career. That takes away from me. It's because it's basically going to be the NBA and the WNBA, but men playing in it. So
No. What I was saying is they have their own league. Like
transgender
but you
have
got
their own
the
league.
TWA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like
yeah,
I said,
yeah.
I feel like a lot of people might tune into that because they might want to see a man
I
in
guess,
something in a wig dunking on another man in a wig and his wig falling off.
Everybody want to be Joanna Man, huh?
That's what it's starting to seem like,
Yeah,
bro.
that's crazy. But do y'all think it's because the men weren't able to make it in the actual men's league? Now they like, let me be Joanna Man. That's literally what Joanna Man did. He was like, he couldn't make it over here. He got cut or something, whatever it was.
I know,
and he went and joined the girls' league.
But I feel
he was like,
I feel like when you say it like that, you say it like, what? Well, you couldn't make it over there, so the women are not like the women are not that talented.
what I'm saying is they're not as talented as the men.
Those women are just as skilled. They might not be as physically imposing. Yes, but like,
That's part of this whole skill. I'm
but
talking about talent.
That's talent. That's not skill. Think about it. Height is talent. Height is not skill. Talent is something that can't be taught. Skill is something that's taught.
However you want to paint it, they're not gonna compete with these dudes.
Hey,
They can't compete with them dudes.
No, some of them can.
Nah,
Bro, there's women that compete with dudes. We can go there.
We ain't got time to go there. We do not have time to go there.
What woman you think could compete with Kyrie?
Kyrie?
And I ain't even give you a big boy, Kyrie.
Bro, so you don't think Asia Wilson can compete with Kyrie?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know WNBA, so
She's
I don't
like
know.
6'4".
Oh, if you want to go 6 foot, then I give you LeBron then.
You give me LeBron, man, bro. All right, then I'll put Brittany Griner out there.
Boy, LeBron go smoke that little girl.
All I'm
Hey,
saying
look,
is
what you do.
there's women out there that's just as talented as those men. Yes.
Hey.
I think we're gonna close it here. I left for the majority. I don't know what happened. Whatever they said, it's not part of what I stand for or whatever. I don't know what they said if they said anything. When I came in and I picked up where I picked up, that's what I said and that's where I stand. Whatever they were talking about for the 30 minutes I was going, how long I was going, that's on my boys.
What's your nickname? Your nickname was what it was?
Don Goyo.
Don Goyo. What
Yeah.
does that mean?
Don means Mr. and Goyo, I don't know. That's probably like a slang they made up. But because I guess I always acted like a grown up, even if I'm a baby. So it was always like Mr. whatever the Goyo meant.
So how the hell you don't know what that mean, but he know what that mean?
I didn't know that.
You was in Honduras longer than him.
But they just called him there. I didn't put a lot of
Yeah.
effort into it.
Yeah, he wasn't thinking, and he wasn't thinking too hard.
That's what they call him.
And that was it. Hey guys, I think we're gonna close it out right there.
All
Hey, this
Thank-
is a great episode.
Think
Yes, sir.
I wouldn't know.
This is a
Okay.
great episode. Me and my boy Ken still
Underscore T Hills and TUR_CO.
That's right.
Get them boys. And whatever you get me on, it's because of what I said. All right, that's it. Anyway,
Don't go.
it's been another episode of the Pearly Talk Podcast. I am your host, Mr. DAT, and these are my guys.
Ken Stu.
Underscore T Hills. Remember to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Peace and love, baby. Peace and love.
Premature.
Too premature. What are you doing? You know I gotta do my quote.
Oh, my bad, bruh.
Oh my goodness, man.
The last time you got 'em, man.
Closing quote of the day. You can be filled with doubts, yet still move forward, okay?
Oh, you
Keep
can be filled with
moving.
Down syndrome and still move forward.
Okay.
You could be, yeah.
No, that's what I heard.
Leave that alone.
That's what I heard.
because
What did you say?
You know, doubt.
Oh, doubt.
You can be
Okay, my
filled
bad.
with doubt
I heard it
and
too fast.
still move
Wrong
forward.
for that. Like you don't even ask. You just said a word that you think you heard, and it's always left. Like your words are never positive. What you didn't hear.
How was that? How was that not positive? That wasn't positive.
You sit down.